The wolf was trapped and struck with a shovel by New Mexico rancher Craig Thiessen, who is seeking to appeal his now revoked grazing license. Craig Thiessen needs Front Street exposure. The government also needs to find him $100,000. One more valid reason why grazing allotments everywhere need to be terminated. The large NGOs that say grazing is okay need to wake up. The wolf was trapped and struck with a shovel by New Mexico rancher Craig Thiessen, who is seeking to appeal his now revoked grazing license. A report obtained by an Arizona-based environmental group reveals the severity of injuries suffered by a Mexican gray wolf that was trapped and beaten with a shovel by a New Mexico rancher in 2015. That wolf later died and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service moved to revoke the rancher's grazing permit. According to the agency's report, which described the necropsy conducted on the animal, the wolf's lower jaw was fractured and detached, its stomach was ruptured, and there were puncture wounds on its throat and front left paw. USFW's investigation report of the wolf's death also found a magnet taped to the wolf's radio collar, noting it was apparent someone wanted to block the collar from sending signals. Thiessen has since appealed the action, stating in a January declaration that, while he knowingly took the wolf, he was afraid for his life and struck the wolf in the heat of the moment. In the declaration, Thiessen said he released the wolf from the trap after it was subdued and that it was then killed by another wolf. But the center, citing the extent of the beating and because the radio collar was tampered with, suggests it may have been premeditated and the action was not only unlawful but unnecessary. Laws require a rancher to notify a wildlife authority within a day of seeing an animal caught in a trap. While a rancher can harm or kill a wolf in certain circumstances, there are few exceptions. Earlier admission led to permit revocation. Robin Silver, the center's co-founder, a board member and medical doctor, called Thiessen's claim that he feared for his life nonsense and added that there's little evidence supporting his claim that another wolf killed it. What the report shows, Silver said, is that Thiessen's attempt to subdue the animal directly led to its death. That's like saying, if you shot somebody and they were able to walk away but then they died, your defense would be, well, I didn't kill them, I just wounded them, Silver said. I don't think a jury would go for that. I don't see any difference here. If another wolf had ripped the jaw off of the wolf in question, Silver said, there would have been different and more frequent puncture wounds. In other cases of the wolf being caught in a trap, ranchers have followed the law requiring them to contact a wildlife authority or have just released the animals and then called. The Fish and Wildlife Service has said the wolf succumbed to the injuries inflicted by Thiessen, who has not admitted to killing it. But his admission to striking the wolf was enough to convict him of violating the Endangered Species Act, which gives the Mexican gray wolves protections most animals don't have. Source: Necropsy and Mexican gray wolf death reveals brutal attack.